Good morning. It's July and it's a beautiful, beautiful morning. I'm walking in the woods now. It's absolutely fabulous. The sun's coming through. It's about 7:45 in the morning. The sun is coming through the trees. There's dapple light hitting the ground in front of me. There's like this green glow to everything as the sun comes through these beautiful, let's see if I can show it you. Look at that. Look at that light. Look at it. Just look at that. Bathe in it. Fabulous. I've just fallen over a tree root, but it is gorgeous. And I'm looking at a reservoir in the distance through the trees. Oh, this is fantastic. It's fantastic because haven't we had a terrible time? I went out the other day with Molly. 3 times we went out and 3 times we got absolutely soaked. We were only out for about 10 minutes at a time because Molly hates the rain, and I ended up putting the fire on to kind of warm her up because she was on the couch shivering away like a poor little girl. It was awful, and it just went on forever. And it was there all day, and all you could hear was the rain. And then we went to bed at night, and all I could hear was the rain outside. And it was quite depressing, really. I just thought, when's it going to get done? It went on for a couple of days, and then we got up, I think it was yesterday morning, and it was beautiful. We went out to Turton Tower, did a bit of filming. It was the last video I put on. It was just an impromptu one. So I thought I'd stick that up, but it was absolutely gorgeous. Molly's having a great time now because she has got all this, even for a little old lady. She's got 13 years old, but if she doesn't get the exercise, she has all this pent up energy and she's like bouncing around like a lunatic, mithering the life out of me at night. Won't sit still. Every time I move, she jumps up and she's like staring at me. Oh, what we doing, Dad? What we doing, Dad? What we doing, Dad? Driving me nuts. I hope there's not many people about this morning. Kids are off school, so I think they'll all be coming out later on if it's a nice day. But at the moment, we have the place to ourselves. Come join us. It's fab. Not a breath of wind as we walk by the side of the reservoir. It's very, very calm. We're actually now walking below the local Go Ape. You know Go Ape, that thing where you go around climbing up trees and going down zip wires and climbing nettings. Well, we've got one of those near us and we're actually walking underneath it now. I suppose that'll be quite busy later on. It seems to do quite well. There's always kids, and it's quite nice because you're walking through this wood and you look up and there's kids screaming and swinging from ropes and everything. I like that. This is what kids should be doing. They shouldn't be sitting in front of the telly fermenting. Should be out having the crack. Looking across the reservoir now, I can see a boathouse. The sun is on there. The sun's coming up to my left, so the sun is, we're still in the shade here, and the sun is playing on the beach, on the other bank, the far bank of the reservoir. Hope everybody's okay. Hope everybody's having a good time. If you're going to work, don't worry, it'll soon be the weekend. If you're retired like me, don't worry. Every day's the weekend. But don't worry about it because you will get there eventually, most of you. God willing. Oh, it's gorgeous here. Look, there's massive, it's like a mixed deciduous and conifer woodland, and there are massive trees all around. Huge Scotch pines just reaching up into the sky. The silver birch to my right, quite a mature one, because these were all planted about 100 years ago by Lord Leverhulme, and they have now matured into magnificent specimens, a bit like me. All the roads are closed. It's taken us ages to get here. I went to my mum's last night, so I've not come from home, which is only like 2 or 3 minutes away. I've had to drive from the other side of Bolton. Every road is closed and it's taken us an hour to get here. But the thing is, it was an hour of a beautiful drive because we were driving through the countryside. And so it was really pleasant, so I didn't really mind. Molly did because she wanted a wee. But we got here and now she's having wees. I do love being out in the countryside at this time of the morning. It's always been my favourite time of the day. early in the morning. Not many people about. This morning's perfect because it's still. It's still and very, very quiet. The odd bit of bird song, but apart from that, it's still and quiet, and it feels like there's only me and the malster in the world. Oh, she's walking along the top of a dry stone wall. There you go, look at that. Clever girl. No, you can't get down, can you? It's all right, it's broken down a bit up here, so she can get up. Wonder why she's gone up there. Why have you gone up there, Molly? I think we'll stay out. We'll have a walk and we'll go and find somewhere else. I'm dying for a cup of tea, a piece of toast. Might call home, go on. We'll do this walk, then we'll call home, we'll have a cup of tea and a piece of toast, then we'll set off out again. Because there's nothing planned for the day, and because it's a beautiful day, you know what it's like in this country. You have to make the most of every second you can, because the weather isn't always perfect. The weather is seldom perfect. The weather is seldom okay. So we're going to get out and make the most of it. July. I still remember when I first started doing these monthly diaries, it was frosty, it was freezing cold, the ground was hard. Hoarfrost covered everything. And then gradually it's just got better. Lots of squirrels and things out at the moment as well. Driving Molly mad, she loves it. We've seen lots of hedgehogs. Just walking through a little stream at the moment. You might be able to hear the water trickling. There's lots of water. Because we're like at the foothills of the Pennines and we've had so much rain, all the streams and the paths are just overflowing with water that's still draining off the fields into the reservoirs, and the reservoirs have been quite low. So that's a good thing. Replenish those, then the people in Liverpool can have a cup of tea. How nice. We're just coming to a tree stump now. There's a few tree stumps. We're still in the Go Ape area, and there's a few tree stumps here, and they've been cut down, and there's one here. One of those, you know, when people stick loads of pennies in them. Just have a look at this. There's a few more, but that's the only one with a lot of pennies stuck in it and little coins. That's a habit that's been going for quite a while now. I remember that when I was a lot younger. Now we're coming to like the beginning of the Go Ape area. Let me just show you. This is one of the landing spots for one of the zip lines that goes through the trees. It's about a couple of 100 metres long. There's two quite long ones. One of them is a real long, it's about 400 metres long. This is just, this is the end of it. I don't know whether you can see the zip line there going up into the woods. What a beautiful mall. Get out into the British countryside. I don't think anywhere has countryside quite like us. I know a lot of places have much nicer scenery and better climate, but there's just something about the dampness of our climate rewarding us with this green, lush countryside, beautiful rivers, hardly ever dry, only in the hardest of, warmest of summers. We've come out into the sun now and it's beautiful and gorgeous. Sun shining across the fields behind me and there's a lot of warmth in it, which is great, which augurs well for a beautiful day for me and Molly to be out and about. Oh, what a beautiful canopy of trees in front of us. This is like archetypal walking country. I'm really enjoying this. I'm loving it. We're going to carry on now. Another half an hour, turn back, probably an hour to get to the car, home, cup of tea, and out again. I hope you all have a good day. I hope you manage to get out and enjoy this sun a little bit. We all enjoy a little bit of sun on our backs, don't we? Anyway, I'll catch you soon. See you on the flip. Peace and love. you.